Hi, how y'all doing? Michelle O'Brien here. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Today we are gonna just have some fun. I want to talk about some things that I deal with on a daily basis, some things that I have struggled with before. Um, when I was going through my divorce, about 10 years, well, gosh, about 18 years ago. I couldn't understand, why my husband wanted to divorce me. Um, he he just said that I wasn't very supportive of him, and it just threw me for a loop. I couldn't understand what I had done for him uh, to not want to be with me. I I wanted to see if I was not loving him enough. I couldn't figure out if I didn't show him enough affection. I couldn't figure out if I really wasn't supportive enough, but in the long run, I really was. And so, what I deal with a lot and what I dealt with a lot back then, I've gotten a lot better over the years, is insecurity. And I know that a lot of you probably deal with, different things, like gossip. Maybe you gossip a lot. Maybe you talk negatively to yourself a lot and put yourself down. And there's just so many things that people struggle with. And so what I want to talk about today is what I struggle with. And I struggle with insecurity. And like I said, I think it stems back from when I got divorced 18 years ago. And I just wanted to figure out ways for it to stop. It hurt me, and I was insecure about my job. I was insecure about the way I was raising my kids. I was insecure about the past, and then I got insecure about the present, and then I got insecure about the future, and we have no control over the future whatsoever. We only have control over the present. And so I wanted to stop being insecure. And so a lot of things that I did, I'm just going to share with you what I did to help with my insecurities. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I still struggle with those today, but it's gotten a lot better. Okay, so what I want to just share with you what I did. I love to exercise, and so exercising really, really helped me get those thoughts out of my head. I would just put my headphones on and just go balls to the wall with whatever exercise I was doing, and that would help a lot. People were just like, "What are you doing?" And it was either drugs or exercise, and I chose exercise. Drugs wouldn't have been a fun thing for anybody. So I just chose to exercise a lot. And then another thing that I would do, I would have this mantra, or actually it was a prayer for me. And I would, whenever a sad thought or an insecure thought would come into my mind and I was dwelling on it, I would sit there and I would say, "Dear God, take these thoughts captive, for they are not from you." And I'd say that over and over and over. It was crazy, but I would say it until those thoughts went away. But anyway, you can just figure out a mantra, figure out just something to get those thoughts out of your mind. So, what else I would do? I would read a book. Reading a book. And I tell my kids to do this too. Whenever they're having just a hard time struggling with something, I'd go grab a book and sometimes I would just start in the middle of a chapter, just to get my mind on the book, on the story, rather than what I was thinking about and what I was beating myself up about. So that was pretty cool. Another thing that you can do is try to eat better. I found that if I was eating crappy or if I was eating a lot of sugar, that that it affected me. And I honestly thought, like, I think the sugar and the processed foods in general screw with your hormones and screw with a lot of things. And so I, I would try to eat better when I was, going through those down times. And it was, just vegetables, fruits, chicken, salmon, whatever. But whatever it is, to try to not eat so much sugar. And, I don't know if it made a difference, but to me, it would make me feel better. And so then if I felt better, then those insecure feelings and thoughts would go away. Another thing that I would do is sometimes I would try to drink it away, alcohol. But I found that I was just masking the problem, I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm going to tell you, I would drink, and just so that I wouldn't have to think about what I was thinking about. It would just numb me. But the thing with alcohol, it's a natural depressant. So it's not doing you any good, because you're in the moment, you're drinking, everything's great, but as soon as that numbness wears off, the thought is still there. Yeah. It doesn't go away. So that's just some things that I do, and I just want to share with you. Oh, one other thing that I would do, and it was just the weirdest thing. I would come home from work or whenever, come home, and I would turn on 80s music. I love 80s music. So I would, and no one was there, but I would blast that music up until I just started getting in a good mood and dancing and just having a great time. So anyway, that's just some crazy things that I did. Some of them, all of them helped me in some way. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I really hope that I have touched somebody, and I really hope that that one of you have gotten something out of this. It's real important to me. I hate insecurity, and I hate it when I hear of somebody being insecure. So I hope I really helped somebody today, and thank you for listening. Bye.